Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is just a short one to show you some new dividers that I have made to organise my sinking funds. I felt like my sinking funds are great and I love doing that, but I needed to be able to understand what month the sinking fund is for, because things like my car insurance and stuff, it's a particular month, so I need to be able to organise what the goal is, am I on track, and be able to understand where I'm at. So I've made some dividers that I'm going to be putting in and explaining them to you. And I thought I would best not to put this on my normal stuffing one because my video is a bit too long. So I wanted to do this one just separately so it's quick. I hope you're all having a great week so far. So hopefully this will be up on Friday. It is Wednesday today, maybe Thursday. We'll see. But yeah, I wanted to make sure I start breaking up my videos a little bit more. So welcome all back to my channel. If you're new, thank you so much for watching my videos, and if you do like what you see, please consider subscribing. It really helps my channel. Today I tipped over 400 subscribers. I'm so excited. Like I said in one of my other videos, one of the main things I want to try and do is try and get to the 500, because then it opens the community part, which means I can start just giving you little updates without having it to be a complete video. So yeah, so thank you all for coming, and please leave any comments below. I'm not sure yet if these are going to go on my Etsy shop, just because took me quite a long time to make today, and then I wouldn't have to try and price them. I don't want to price things too high, so I'll have a think. Maybe I could just do it in bundles of 3, because I've done all 12 months, but I don't have something for every month. I just wanted to make sure I did them all. But anyway, let me show you those first. So I'll show you them first, and then how I've decided to try do them. So before I go to my sinking funds, pick them up. So they go like this, and I've done them so then there's 6 headers. So let's take that one away for a moment. There's 6 headers, so January, February, March, April, May, June, and then the headers start again for July to December. And then what I've done on them, so they're fully laminated, is quite a thick card. So I think, because what I've done is made sure they had a back as well, so I doubled up the card. So I think if I do sell them, I'm going to do a little bit thinner, just because make sure that it seals properly, because what you don't want is it not sealing properly around the edges and starts to unravel. So learning curve, but I love it. So this will be the name of the sinking fund that is behind it, the goal that I'm trying to achieve by this month, how much I had at the beginning of the month, how much I'm plussing and minus throughout the month, and then the end. So then when I get to a fresh new month and I've gone through my budget and things again, I'll rub out start, put the end, rub out the rest, and then just continuously do that. So I just know at the end of every month roughly where I am on my goal. So then when I come to going through my income and expenditures and I know what I've got left, I know which ones need more or not, because I think that's pretty much my struggle, was understanding how much should be in each one if I'm going to achieve my goal. So that's what it's going to be. So there's some things that don't have doesn't have a particular month that I need to achieve. So what I've done is I've just done a general one. So general ones are things like my clothing. Clothing doesn't have a particular month, but it is a sinking funds. It's more of a seasonal. Maybe I should do seasonal ones. That would be a good idea. It's more of a seasonal thing. So I've pretty much finished clothes now for winter. So that one's going to be empty. So it'll be behind here. And then it's just giving myself a next goal ready for the next season, which will be spring. So I'll be giving myself a spring goal and so on. And then they'll be behind there. So I might still put it in, because if I do a spring goal, I guess I could do like by March or so on. But you get my point. Behind general, it's ones that don't really have a particular time frame for it. We'll see how it get on. If I don't need it and I do decide to put every month, then that's great. I've got them all. So that's all. I need a Sharpie so I can fill them in. And like I said, I'm hoping this is going to help me plan better, especially when it comes to the new year, when I'm trying to have a look at my goals for over the year and really understand which ones are important. Does my income even cover the things that I'm trying to financially achieve? And if it doesn't, what am I going to do to achieve them? Am I going to be cutting back? Am I going to be finding more income? Am I making sacrifices somewhere, and so on? So I think this is the right step forward. So let's get going. This is my sinking funds. And then in my sinking funds right now, we have got Christmas. I'll be taking out these budget sheets. They were only temporary. I haven't practiced this, so you are all here doing it with me. Let's take them all out. And then let's put them under the right ones and put them back in and right under them. So Christmas has a date. I realistically need this one to be done by November. And I'm going to stop purchasing things out of this cash now. I think by the end of October, beginning of November, or mid-November, just November in general, I'll wait until it's full and then I'm just going to go out and get it all. So this one, which is November, sorry, it's night time. I'm in my conservatory. I've got this like lamp, so I'm trying this because the lighting for my conservatory is behind me and I have a massive sewing machine there. Do not have the space to be recording over there. So I thought I'll try this light, which is quite, you can probably see in here, it's like a big straight light, which I use behind my sewing machine. So we'll give that a go instead of the ring one. So I thought this one's a little bit brighter. Anyway, off track. So yeah, so this one's November. So I'm going to be putting Christmas because I want to achieve Christmas by November. So let's put November there. Take the budget sheet out. Self-care. So self-care is going to be general because I do dip in and out of this. This isn't a particular thing for a particular month. That one's going to have to go behind general. But I still have goals. Even if they change every month, I still need to make sure I understand the goals. So days out is more of a general, but there's a day out that's coming up, which is going to be for October. So I will probably put that in October's one. Because, you know, the day out that I've got is going to be like pumpkins or whatever. When we get back from our holiday, we're going to be doing day out. So that's that. Clothing, like I said, this is going to actually be emptied when I come to do my cash stuffing at the end of the week, but for now that's going under general. Let's move some of these bits about so then you can kind of see where I am. So we have got 2 in general, we've got November, and we've got an October. Next is debt, which is general at the moment. I did my debt confession, so now I just want to wait till I get to like £200 and then clear it. So I'm going to put onto general for now while I work out my goals on how I'm going to be paying those back, which I'll probably do more in January when I do my full budget. Car. So this is maintenance, not insurance. So I'm going to do insurance a separate one now. So this at the moment is me trying to achieve my brakes. I want the brakes done by January. So then that one needs to go behind January. I just need to get the price in so I understand my goal, but there's a few other things that need to be done on the car. So I'm going to make sure I go through that and then write that goal in. I'll do in a minute. Don't need the bunch sheet. Emergency, it is general, but I do want to get this done realistically by like February, because I really need to work on this. But like I said, it will be more find out in January I can achieve this one. So I'll put that under general for now and then work on that later. So at the moment we've got October, November, general and January. Car insurance. Oh, I did have an insurance one. Car insurance, that is September next year. At the moment, my car insurance, I think, is £340 for the year. So realistically, you know, my goal has to be rather that or a little bit more, so maybe £400. So that one at the moment is empty and I really need to work on that one. So that's my September goal. And then we have uniform. So uniform is for my daughter going back to school in September, but I usually try and get the school uniform literally by the time they end school, because the queues and trying to find everything that fits is horrendous. It's just ridiculous. So then we have July for school. So these spare ones I will keep for now, because there will be things coming up. So spare ones at the least. So they have all got the holes in the bottom to fit in there. The back is the same kind of ombre colour. It's like a pink, goes into like a grey, then white, which is really pretty. I did try to get more of a pink so it matches my matches my binder, but I don't think the pink worked properly on my computer. So the pink I saw on the screen was not what printed. So I think I need to adjust my printer, but it's new and I'm not really that used to it. But anyway, so these ones I'll put to one side till I need them. And then we have now got my binders. So I'm going to put them in order. Okay, so let's start with the general one. So general one, first one I've got is self-care. Self-care. So the goal for self-care, so I'm having my hair cut, which is about £50. Might not be that much. Let's say £40. And then nails and stuff like that. I want to make sure that I've constantly got at least maybe £100. So I'm just going to put 100 for now. And then I don't want to get any pen on my table because I've still not finished it off. It's just been chaos and I'm going on holiday, so I'll wait till I get back and feeling rested. So self-care at the moment, it's got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. So my starting balance for self-care is 90. Okay, clothing. The goal at the moment is going to be 0 by the end of the month. So then I need to start collecting money for spring. So pretty much be about, because my daughter's getting bigger now, her feet size are adult size. So it's not like kids' shoes. I'm hoping because they're quite a large size that they'll slow down, so I won't need too many shoes for her. So it's just a little bit of like shorts, t-shirts, pajamas and stuff like that from winter to spring, then for summer. So I'll say 150 for her, and then maybe 150 for me. So 300 by spring. Okay, and then I'm gonna just put that at 0, so I don't have to keep wiping it off, because I'm gonna take this out now, because this now needs to go in the bank. I did a massive clothes haul in the next sale, and it was horrendous. 1 minute, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. It was so bad. They're all pretty much the same size. They were all the same size. Some were too big, some were too small. Like I say, I've got quite long legs. I've got a small top half, so it was just horrendous. Nothing fit properly. It was rather too wide, too short, too tight on the chest. I couldn't believe how bad it was. So I've started making a few clothes. I've made a really nice wrap top that fits perfectly. So I'll be doing that. And I have found a sewing class, which is really, really amazing. I'm so excited, but I'll tell you more about that when we're doing the cash stuff in. Because then that's to do with my savings challenges and stuff. But so let's just do debt. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80 so far. So yeah, so I'm going to be trying making some more clothes rather than worrying about anything. So the few things I did get from Next for clothing is in that £100, and there I had to get a few more last bits for my daughter, but that's it. She's done now, done. Anyway, so debt. I did my debt confession, and like I said to you, I've got thousands I need for my debt. But just to start off, I want to just do the first debt. So the first one is I think it's around £900. So I'd rather try and get like £200-300 and then just pay it off in some sums. So I think I'm going to just put debt. I'm going to put 250 for now. Sorry, I cannot remember what I just counted. I will have to count it again. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80. 80 for that one. I have to do the box quite big because my writing's really big. So emergency. Oh, I will clean that up. So emergency, like I said before, I want my emergency funds to be 1 month, at the moment, 1 month of my direct debit standing orders, which is roughly about 440. So let's say I need 450 for my emergency funds. Yeah, I thought I definitely need to separate this because 20, 30, 40, 50, it is going to be too long on my weekly stuffing. And I'll be doing my weekly stuffing earlier, but I will still post it for Sunday because I am going on holiday. Do that again. 20, 30, 40, 50. I've got water at the moment, but I think after I've done this, I'm going to be having a glass of wine tonight. So emergency has 50 so far. Right, that looks like a 6 when it's not. I will clean them all up. Okay, so that's that ready. So what I will be doing, and put these so they're actually like in order on there. So it goes self-care, yeah, clothing, debt, emergency. Okay, so they're ready to go at the front. I'll put these in like that. I constantly go through my budget to make sure it makes sense to me, to make sure that it constantly keeps ticking. Look at that. So this means making sure they're dry. Oh, and they're going to be all there. They won't all be in order because I've done them all monthly in order, but that's general already organised. So October. So I need by October, days out. My goal for October is probably, I'm saying by the end of October, so when I get paid, I literally can achieve it. So we want to go out and do something for Halloween. So I'm going to just put 50 for this. I think I've already got like 30 in here. 20, 30, 40. I've already got 40, so I just need another 10. Okay, so then that's October. November. Christmas. Okay, so I've already still got my voucher. I've still got some vouchers, which will pretty much do like the rest of my family, and the little bits that I need for Christmas. So if I need any more new decorations, so this is pretty much just for anybody else, like my other half. We're not doing anything major this Christmas. We literally we go kind of out on our birthdays, and then for Christmas we buy like one little small present, and then we book something together out of our joint. So this year we'll probably book something like a comedy show or something as our Christmas present for ourselves, but I'll just get him something small. I usually buy like socks, but to be fair, he's got lots of socks, so maybe we won't get him socks this year. So Christmas has already got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, because I will just forget again and then have to count it. So I think for this goal, another £50 will be enough because I have already got the vouchers. I've pretty much finished my daughter's, and I've got like £250 left, or £200. We're doing, if you've seen it in my other videos, we are doing a kind of different Christmas this year, and we are putting all our money together. So yeah, I've got plenty, enough on the vouchers, and for once I will not be struggling for Christmas, which is great. Car, the goal is, I think it's going to be about £220 for my brakes. There might be some other bits, so this goal might change, but right now in my head all I'm thinking about is getting my brakes done in January. Might be the end of January, we'll just see if I'm at the goal or not. So 20, 40, 50, 60, £70 in car. I really think this is going to be helpful for me. I did it again. It is late. It's not actually. You can probably see my watch. It's 8 o'clock. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. It is late to me. It's been a long day and I can't wait to have a glass of wine. I just thought it might be inappropriate if I had a glass of wine on my video. 70. Dry. How is your guys' sinking funds coming along with Christmas coming? Are you feeling like you're going to be having enough? Do you feel like your budget's going to change for next year? Because I feel like, for me, that's what this is about. This is about me constantly amending for things to work, for it also to be interesting. Because if I get bored, then I won't do it. So I really need to make sure I keep things interesting. So We've got uniform. Now, she's going to a whole nother school. She will need absolutely everything. Shoes, trainers, school bags, school stuff, the lot. I didn't go mad this year because I knew new school, she'll want new stuff. So I literally got bare minimum. So I'm going to say 300, which sounds like a lot, but if I don't use it, then school uniform is pretty much all year round, let's face it. She'll lose something, some will get broken, she'll grow out of it. So if I don't use it, it can then go into general or something like that. So that is July. So the last one is September, which is my car insurance. And it's about 340. Yeah, so I think I'm going to do 400 just to make sure. If I don't achieve it, but if I get a renewal and it's roughly about that, I should be okay. And I have 0. Okay. Make sure it's dry. They're very thick, yeah, because I use 180 GSM paper, but then I folded it in half, so it's like 320. Then I use like really thick laminate, like 250 microns, so it is rock solid. But that's fine. I'm so happy with that. It does make it a bit chunky, but I don't mind. What I might do in future is might change my zippers to laminate ones. If, being optimistic again, I fill it with cash, and it's so excited. But I think this makes sense now. Obviously I need to clear those up, but so in general, these are the things that I have, which means just generally no dates, no worries about it. And now come October, I can achieve that goal, reassign days out for the next one if it's in general, or if I've got, I don't know, Christmas, it'll be Christmas markets next and stuff like that. I can then try and put some money aside for that, especially if I don't use all that 50, which I probably won't, but it's there. Christmas will get used up in November, and then I can clear it, and then November can be put in at the back once the month's gone, and Christmas can still be there, and then start doing my goal for next year. And I think it's just going to help for me in my mind, knowing where money needs to be assigned more and what the priorities are each month. Yeah, because like this one, £70, I'm like, every time I think, I'm like, oh yeah, I really need to do that. But with it here, and these ones, October, November will be gone, I'll be like, right, that's my next priority, is the car, because it's coming up. You know, and then after January comes, I would have done my balance, I would have done my proper budget, my goals for the year, and I can really utilise these, which is why I wanted them done now. But yeah, if I don't have the zipper ones and I have things, you'll be able to see them more. Might make those next. Anyway, so that's what I just wanted to do with you. I just wanted to check in, say hi, what I've been making this evening. As soon as I finished work, I was like, I have an idea, I'm going to make them. It took me absolute ages. So I had the quickest dinner so I can make them. These are hot off the press, just to show you. And I'm feeling ready now. So I'll show you these again, obviously, in my next video, because I'll be doing my cash stuff in. To be fair, my next one, I don't actually have anything to go in my sinking funds because I have no income this week. So it's just going to be really my monthly one. And I'm going on holiday. So it'll be more ready for the end of the month. And then I can freshly get control over which months are going to be best to be stuffing. But I hope you all have a great day, I can finally say, and a great weekend, because this is going to come out before the weekend. So have a lovely weekend, and if you haven't subscribed already, please, if you consider doing that, that would be fantastic. It's really helping my channel. Any comments, please leave them in the comments box, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And like I said, these might go onto my Etsy shop. If you've got any ideas you think I should do 3 months, 6 months, or anything like that, then please, yeah, pop the comments in, and then I'll consider what's probably best and how long they're going to take. But thank you all for joining me. Bye.